Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Talks Machina, episode 51, Xhorhas, the 100th episode of Talks Machina. I didn't realize this going in. I started the episode, I was getting it to this card, and I saw the entire cast is here. I watched the first 5 minutes because that was the introduction. I get to the card, I didn't know, I wasn't prepared, so what I did was, I changed my shirt to honor everybody. Everyone is here. All 7, including Ashley Johnson, and Matt Mercer, and Brian Foster, and the Danny Cam. Let's just jump in. We got a full hour. We just finished Xhorhas last night. We went into episode 52. We met a bugbear. We'll just talk about it. Here we go. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. In the description of every video is a link to Patreon. Hundreds of movies. Patreon Hour exclusive every episode of this. This week, there is only going to be a Patreon Hour exclusive. Because we jumped in episode 52, we have exactly 1 hour left. I went a little over just to meet it at the 1 hour point. From where we are right now to where we end at the break is exactly an hour. Patreon Hour exclusive. There won't be a part 1 and 2 this week, in case you're wondering. We'll be doing the live stream, and I feel like the live stream is going to be a longer one, like a 2.5 hour one, because the front half is the shorter half. Like last week, the back half was the shorter half. I think it's reversed. Hundreds of other shows: Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We just started Farscape and Eureka, Death Note. The Last of Us is almost done. Check it all out if not. Episode 51 of Talks Machina, Xhorhas. Here we go. We got everybody.
Back, my friends. We are back. 100 episodes. Can you believe it? Holy shit. Our friends at Crit Roll Stats have given us some very special stats for this 100th episode. In 100 episodes of Talks Machina, we've had 81 episodes of Brian's glorious beard.
Oh. No.
Now, let me remind you, friends, because
Brian
it's been
looks
a couple of years now, Laura
like
on this very
got
show
makeup
said
on or
to
something.
me,
He
and I
looks
quote,
very done up.
"You don't look very good. You should grow the beard out again because it hides most of your face."
I mean, he looks
and
good.
she went on and on.
I just feel like
I think it's exactly how.
I think they're all done up
and
quite
the
well.
next day, I started growing out my beard, and I have not shaved it since that shaming. And it was on the.
That shaming.
You're welcome, Ashley.
Thank you so much.
And now look what we have. Look what we have with Matthew.
Laura.
Look at this beautiful beard on Matt now, and I just.
Everyone looks so lovely.
No,
I
it's
think that's the
figuring you out,
nicest
bro.
I've ever seen Ashley Johnson.
We've also
She
had
almost looks
9
like
call-ins
the
via
makeup. She
Skype
almost
or
looks like
FaceTime.
I mean, she looks great.
Which,
normally,
outside
but
of
the makeup
Ashley's Skyping
makes her
in
look
for the
like
finale
I almost didn't
episode,
recognize her.
that's 9 too many. 8 of those were Sam. Sure. 244 guest misnomers.
Whoa.
Yeah, before we just, that well was dry.
Yeah.
That well was dry. Yeah. The rhyme websites did not help. 93 episodes of pre-show hijinks. Now, the pre-show hijinks are 100% Max James creation.
That's true.
Every single one of those, and that's about the time that Max became the producer of the show.
Pre-show
And I
hijinks.
stopped getting paid.
We're talking about. We're probably
93 episodes
dipping
of
deep into,
Your,
like,
My,
old
and
shit
Our
I don't
Beloved Our
quite
Squeeze.
understand.
Yes. Pictured here. Oh no.
Ours
He's the
queef.
queefiest.
Oh, look at that.
Pictured here next to me.
Did she say he's the
What
queefiest?
dreamy.
He's on top of this giant butt plug. Right where he belongs.
Ours queef on top of a giant
826 days
butt plug.
of
They
being
literally put
on
ours
the
queef
internet.
in with the crew. I love it.
Hey,
I didn't see the picture because it's not
pretty
over, I
cool.
guess.
All right, let's discuss a little bit of episode 51, which was the most recent episode.
Yeah, that was last week.
Marisha and Brian. Actually, this one's a little bit about Talks Machina behind the scenes.
I would have a
before that.
drink,
This is Lady
guys,
Wolfsbane.
while we watch. but
And others
it's
behind the scenes.
like
How has
10:30
the
in the
process of
morning.
creating
I
Talks
got up
Machina
really early
changed
to
and
finish
matured over the past
all my
100
shows.
episodes? Does this mean cabbage has changed and matured into sauerkraut?
Matured's a harsh word to use, but
It's more like, yeah, it's like kimchi.
It's
You put it in a jar and you bury it, and then you dig it out
ferments.
2 years later and you find Brian Foster.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it's gotten better in the ways that
It's
it
good for
didn't
you.
need to, and it hasn't gotten better in the ways that it should have. That's how I feel. There's a light and a darkness.
we need more call-ins.
We need more call-ins. Yeah, we should get.
Oh, wow.
We'll
Call-ins.
just leave this chair open and have a screen there, and people can just sort of call in.
I like it.
All the
Yeah.
time. I honestly wouldn't mind. It's probably complicated and would run
I know,
into
isn't that
situations.
nice?
you could put like a monitor.
Like we had Joe call once.
Yeah.
Sam's called a bunch of times.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
I feel like we had
The
Travis and
process
Laura
of creating the
once
show
when
has
they
pretty
had
much
the
stayed the
baby around
same.
that
It's
time.
we come up with everything 5 minutes before the show starts, and then we pull it off with props that we find in
And it's generally
our
a
houses.
sarcastic joke.
Yes.
And then we all laugh and we go,
If that was the case,
Yeah,
I
that'll
think they do
work.
wonderful.
Yeah. The concept of creating a talk show about a D&D campaign has always been absurd to me. And so I thought, like, let's embrace that terribleness. If you see the first 4 episodes of the show, we embrace it very hard.
So many great
I
memories of earlier episodes.
have never seen it 'cause I'm not-
like,
so I
right
can't.
before going. Wait a minute. What's the
Spoiler.
bit? What's the bit?
Yeah.
What's the bit?
I
3,
started
2,
one episode of Talks
I
Machina.
know.
Well, that
And
means
then you
if
have
it's
to just
51
catch on
episodes.
with what's happening.
I started on
We're bits.
episode
Uh-huh.
49.
Yeah, we abandoned the
don't
bits
miss
too.
those
'cause
days.
yeah, that well was dry
That was
too.
fun.
I
It was
started
only a
episode
couple
49.
episodes before we all started taking our clothes off as part of the bit. And you can't do that on Twitch, I hear. But, huh?
I'm very curious. To see. I might just
Candy's
take a
upset
look
about
just
that.
to see how crazy.
Speaking
well, no,
of
then it
behind
would
the
spoil
scenes,
things,
though,
I can't.
with 100 episodes, I asked Travis, hey, could we get a little extra room in the budget? You know, now that we've hit 100 episodes, we're eligible for syndication.
Oh, this
by
is
no
also
one.
the first episode on Crit Roll.
And he said, yeah, and this show
guys
has
told
always
me,
been
and they said in
about
the
giving the
beginning,
fans what they want,
more
right?
Geek
We
and
ask the fan
Sundry
questions, we give
partnership.
out fan art of the week and gift of the week. We want you guys to be the center of the show. And we have to give the people what they asked for. And what they asked for was more cams. You know, we have the wonderful Danny
More
cam
cams.
over here.
Do we have? I've said this before that I wanted a
My
cam of the
goodness.
dude they always
Princess
pick
Danny.
on. Max.
And everybody wanted more cams. They want to know what the rest of the crew is up to
Max
during
cam,
the show.
tell me we
and
have a
so we
Max
thought
cam.
we'd give the people what they want. We're going to start with our director of photography and cameraman, Steve. Daniel, let's turn the camera around and see what Steve is up to during the show here.
What are they doing?
It looks like, okay, is he picking out recipes out of a recipe book? He's not even looking through the camera. Oh, wait. Okay.
Damn it.
Steve,
Steve.
the
Cam.
show is live. He's obviously making a meal plan for the
Steve,
week. It seems like
he is-
an odd
Steve is
time
deaf.
to do that in the middle of the show.
Stiff
but
is
I
5
guess-
feet away and can't even hear.
Steve's got to eat.
So we have.
Matt, we have a question for you.
I honestly thought we were gonna have a Max cam.
From
I was getting excited because I've been very curious
check
on
in
how
with
Max
multiple
would
team
react
members throughout the
if
show.
put on
but
the scene. I don't think
right
he
now,
wants
I
to.
just want Steve to think about. I just want Steve to think about his life choices for now. Matt, with 51 episodes of Campaign 2, and now 100 Talks episodes completed, in what ways would you say this campaign so far has made you a different DM? Any favorite lessons learned or changes made to your DMing style, courtesy of the Mighty Nine?
I like that question.
I think,
dig it.
well, I've been forced to embrace a little more of the tragedy in characters' history and story. I mean, just all the interplay between the characters and the players has led to
I would
a
feel
more
like Matt's done this plenty long to have
politically
seen most things.
tense and both internally and externally a story than, the last one. The skill sets and the players aren't quite as like classic archetypical. So a lot of times you guys keep surprising me with the shit that you've chosen that you level up, and I'm like, oh, that would have helped.
I
know
have
that,
seen many times that
going
Matt
into
is
this encounter
like,
design.
okay, you
But
can do that.
I think
But I
overall,
feel like that would happen all the time.
I've learned to be very proud of my
Maybe
players
more-
for finding
maybe
ways
most
to
of the time people are
completely
more
muck up my perceived ideas
one
of
way
where
or
they're
the
going.
other.
More so than the last campaign, really. This one, you guys have really fucked my shit up a couple times,
Like
and it's
digging
great.
into a filled-in tunnel to go under some mountain ranges for several days into a
Yeah.
direction that's not covered on your map.
Yeah, that was great.
Mr. Mercer, make for me, if you will, your finest medieval smut shop, please.
Medieval smut
multiple
shop.
times. Oh,
Reading
yeah. No,
books.
it's.
We just traveled
I
through
mean,
the tunnels.
It's a slow process.
We're probably
going to
get a lot of
I'm still learning
questions
new things from other DMs and from playing with you guys, and I'm hoping
Go
to
all over
institute some more
the campaign because
things
of the
in the
100th
campaign as we
episode.
go, some more different changes or new possible ways of things that can add to the gameplay as we evolve and find more unique ways to use the space. But yeah, that's It's a little bit of an esoteric answer, but it's also a strange, hard to pinpoint answer off the
I
cuff
thought
like
he
this.
answered
it
it
is.
well. I
But
say
so
all the
much
time,
tragedy.
whether Matt answers the
So
question or not, he's so captivating
tragedy.
that
Sam.
I'm in. I'm just in on his talk.
I didn't tell you, but you're required to answer 2 questions.
I just
tonight.
realized
I'm ready.
Cardinal
that
Lesbian
Tal
wants to
and
know,
Sam have
the party is now
tiaras.
in a region where Nott is
Tiaras.
no longer the one that needs to hide, and in fact, her monstrous appearance could serve as an advantage. How does she feel about this?
I think she feels much like Sam Regal felt when he joined Critical Role.
Little goblin girl?
No longer the oddball, surrounded by other oddballs. No, I think she's
What a
thrilled.
compliment.
She's thrilled that she doesn't have to worry about the mask and that she can let her freak flag fly and not have to worry. I'm Sam Regal is excited to go into this city of beasts that we're maybe going into in the next episode. To see what kind of fucked up individuals we're going to find and how and to see how Nott will react to that, to being among bizarre looking creatures much like herself.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
We
too.
are right
I
on
want
the
more Nott
outskirts
backstory
right now,
immediately.
because we did get into episode
There's so much
52 on the
more.
live
Everything
stream.
that I told
We didn't
in that
quite
one
make it
episode,
into the
all
city
lie,
yet,
no
but we're like
inside
there.
Oh, what?
And there's some
God
crazy
damn
shit
it.
happening.
All lie.
I knew it.
She is a goblin. Always has been.
Danny's over there like, I am not happy about this one bit.
You were fucking with all of my theories.
Yeah. Well, we should check in with another one of the team members who makes the show happen real quick. You can't really run a show like
Gotta
this
be
with
a
all
Max
of its moving
Cam.
parts without a technical director at the switch to make all of this
I
stuff
can't
that
think
you
of
see
the
on
other
the
guy.
screen happen.
There's Max.
So, I believe Daniel's back there. Let's check in with Zach and see what he's up to.
I think they're
Our technical
intentionally
director.
not
Okay, here
going
we
with
go.
Max.
All right, let's see. There's Zach.
Zach
Oh,
Cam.
shit.
He's running the show.
He's dressed up.
Well dressed.
Either for Talks 100 or he has a job interview at Claim
Try not to
Jumper
laugh.
after this.
He's
Let's
trying,
see what Zach's
he's
looking
trying not
at
to laugh. Now he's laughing.
here, and when he's switching between the... What the fuck? Wait, it's all
There it
Liam's
is.
chest and the Ford bust.
All Liam's chest on the
Zach,
Ford bus.
switch the cameras back. This is live right now.
And then
Okay,
he
thank you. Thank you.
I feel like they're
Jesus
going to literally
Christ.
do the whole show and not show Max.
No wonder.
That's
nothing
my
gets
guess.
done
Or like
around
maybe
here.
at the end. They'll show him at the end.
Ashley.
But I feel like they're going to show everybody under the sun.
It's wonderful to have
And
you.
then be like,
Oh,
all right,
thank you
so
much.
good
I
night.
have a question.
And then
there's a question for
leave
me.
out
There's a
before
question
Max.
for you. Yes.
Is
Crazy is I wasn't here.
I know.
what's
I
the
know.
guy they always talk
But
about?
this one makes
Chris
sense though.
Pontius
This
or
is from
something,
Miss
or Chris-
Sunflower
no, that's
94.
Jackass.
How does Yasha feel about the party's decision to go
guy
to
that comes in
Xhorhas?
all the time, that
Does
has
she
the
wish
name of the
they'd
swimmer
stayed
guy.
away, or does she sympathize with Nott's desire to save her spouse? Ooh, getting deep in there because of what you shared last
Yasha
time.
feel about the party decision to go to Xhorhas?
I mean, I think she definitely sympathizes with her, but I think there's a lot going on about going back to Xhorhas, and I think that's it's definitely very triggering for her.
I feel like she
but
would have to
I
sympathize
think she
with
understands the need to
Beau's
want to go back,
situation.
and I just
Beau, the great and mighty
I
Beau.
could go to Xhorhas.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully have you back in the near future in some way, and then we can
who
explore
knows?
more of that.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure once
Yeah.
we go somewhere, we can never go back, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I think
Travis,
that's
you
the
are
way that it
not
goes.
helping things, sir.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
This is-
Never go back. Never go
My
back.
goodness. Hey, anyone who wants to answer this can.
literally
This
what I
is from
thought immediately.
Euphoric Human. Those are the best kind. It's so stupid. I just saw Sam go like, bummer, dude. What is your favorite item on the talk set on any of the shelves, either past or present? We have so much cool fan-made stuff. So much has been sent in.
I'm trying to think.
There's a Percy Mini I really like.
What is that?
There is.
There's a crazy Percy Mini that's
Oh my
magnetic.
god.
The little me.
Yeah, that one's pretty nuts.
I need a closer look.
Another you over
Oh, when he was wearing that
There's a
thing.
lot of Sam.
I couldn't see what it was. I'm like, all I see is
Sully painting.
Sam Regal's
Yeah, the
head
Sully painting
and a
is really
giant
wonderful.
I'm
pink
partial to
thing.
the pipe
But that's
painting
pretty
behind
much
us,
what
like
it is.
that.
Yeah, that's back there
Looking
too.
at it
Yeah,
right now,
that's
but-
back
By
there
Mark
too.
Hendrickson.
The dog is
Yeah.
just
I'm
crazy.
I'm also a little partial to all the stuff we got.
I mean,
that
his eyes are
first
open, but
day
he's
when
just
we
like
went to the
so
Rose
pumped.
Bowl
The Rose Bowl swap.
flea market,
Yeah.
and we were all like
Look
super
at Matt looking at
hungover for some
Is that
reason.
Dwarven Forge? Did they say?
Matt Key's wedding.
It was Matt Key's wedding.
Wow, good memory, Brian.
This is a really, really sweet
Yeah.
dice tray. Was it Katie and Joe Piquet made for me.
Oh, somebody
They
made
gave
it.
it to me at a convention last year. I thought it was really, really amazing.
They made it home in one piece.
That it did, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate
A
it.
homemade dice tray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the knit.
Classic Gilmore.
I really like the
It's quality
Vecna
stuff.
with Marisha's
From
face.
from where I'm
That's
sitting,
a
it looked
big-
like it could have
I
been
don't know if I like
Dwarven
that one.
Forge. When it got up closer, I could see
that one.
it was not
Laura.
quite what they do.
Question
Not
for you,
saying it's
Garth.
not as good a quality.
CD88
but
wants to know,
from what I've seen,
why
the
was
Dwarven
it
Forge
important
stuff
for Jester that her
didn't look
friend
like
stop
that.
using the derogatory term
I'm sure
for
there's
the
something
crew?
close. but it was its
Because
own
she doesn't like it.
its
Because
own
they don't
thing,
like,
like
it.
David
Why do I
Pumpkins.
always answer in Jester's voice.
You do, and it's adorable. I love it.
The only way to answer.
Yeah.
They don't like it, and like I've said before, what does Jester want? Like she wants people to be happy, even people that she doesn't understand.
Yeah,
You know,
that makes sense.
everybody's got their
Are you guys
motives
gonna
for
do
something,
it?
right?
Are you guys gonna do it?
What? Do what?
Obey what she says, and
Some people have. Some people
In all
have.
honesty, I get what she's saying.
I haven't been the best at that, but
If I
Jester wants me to.
hate somebody, it doesn't make me feel
I guess
better
I'll
if I
change.
Wow.
call them.
Wow.
Enthusiasm.
Horrible names.
More of the cream.
Makes me
yeah?
feel better when I kill them and
I don't know.
punch them to
Someone
death.
really cares about
if
you.
they're bad people.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But I don't
I
have
guess
to.
I'll change.
I don't have to sink to
I
their
guess
level
I'll get around to doing that soon.
and call them
Thank
names
Will you marry
just
me?
because it hurts.
I guess.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
have
feel
you
the
guys
need.
been on your show together
that
since
to
you
me
got
is like
engaged?
an easy,
No.
The engaged
like
You were
beating
on
up.
the-
It's like bullying
Can
in a
you-
way.
Yeah, we remember that.
It's too easy.
No,
You gotta
no,
earn.
I'm
That's
sorry.
just for
Like you gotta
us.
fight
We're
toe to
wearing
toe
far
and
too
earn
many
your
clothes.
licks. I don't know. That's how I look at it. I'm a genius.
Do you know what I
do
can
you
do
want?
though? Is give away this week's GIF of the week.
GIF of the week. GIF of the week. We didn't have a GIF of the week last week, everybody.
God.
Also,
Oh, boy.
if I'm acting a little odd, I got up at like 7 a.m. and I've been
That's the
smoking
best.
so
It's
much
the
weed
best.
So good.
that I don't even know if we're actually.
Yes,
So if
exactly.
I'm acting a little off,
This week's winner for
I
episode
haven't eaten
51
and
of
I'm
Campaign
really
2 was
high.
sent in by Brandon
I just have
King,
water. That's all
aka
I have. I
at
have water.
Zoso
I
Colossus.
drink lots of water.
Let's take a look.
It was the day off, so I figured why not. Oh. Looks so studly the
He
way
caught
you
the
caught
dice.
it.
You might have missed it at the beginning.
There it is. Caught the dice. All right, I did miss it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Travis was catching all the dice the other night. Oh, it was a chocolate.
Oh, look at that. Oh, was that? See, I missed that one. That's what I
That's
missed.
amazing.
Hey, it was lower. Shush.
Oh.
I have a
Chris.
I
little
like
bit
that I've
of a
been cut out of
boner.
it completely.
Giant boner.
Hey, your
All right.
arm makes it
I
in.
like that they
Your arm
replay it
makes
over and
in.
over
not
because I
important.
did miss the first throw of the dice.
That's amazing.
But Brian explained
Well,
it to me. He said,
congrats
in case
to
you missed
Brandon.
the throw of the dice,
You
because
have
I
won,
know
and I'm
Jay
really excited about this.
isn't paying
This
attention.
brand new Whispered One T-shirt available in the Critical Role US and UK
I
shops.
really like that.
And you're also, this
Note.
shirt is so soft, I
Note.
want to rub it against my body. You're
Whispered
also going to
One
get this Yasha
t-shirt?
buzz. Yeah.
Clutch.
Extra
thing is
special gift of the week
really
prizes.
I don't have my note thing.
So nice.
I'm gonna write
For
it on this.
episode
I'm gonna write it
100,
on you.
thank you so much
Pokemon.
for submitting.
What was it? The whispered one? Whispered one?
Also, one more award we
I
need to
want
give
that
out
shirt.
in celebration
Watch,
of
you're
100
gonna see me
episodes
wearing
of
that
Talks
shirt.
Machina is to someone
I'm
who can
ordering
only
stuff
be
later
described
tonight. That's
as
why I'm
"You're
writing it
my
down. I have a
beloved
list
Arsqueef. In
of
honor
stuff.
of his contributions to the show and for all his
Arsqueef.
fantastic GIF work, we are rewarding you the Lifetime Achievement Award for GIF of the Week. I'm so excited about this. Let's give it up for
Arsqueef?
Arsqueef. Thank you so much.
Is our
We're going to tell him what he's won. He has won Max's 2006 Honda Accord. I believe we have a picture
Max's
of it, Zach.
car?
It's a beautiful
Sorry, Arsqueef.
crimson
Max would
red.
be left homeless.
The registration expired 6 months ago. The air
The
conditioning does
registration
not work, but it
expired
does
6
have seat warmers.
I would love if
Also,
he really
the
has
passenger
expired
side
registration.
window does not roll down. Max's
I hope
car
all
has
these
a
things are
Kelly
true.
Blue Book value of $1,637.
Take care of
And
the shipping.
$37.
He does.
Amazing, amazing.
But
I love
thankfully,
it. I know they have to put the
Thankfully, he
disclaimer
doesn't
for
live in
legal
Quebec.
reasons,
Although we
especially
love
after
you
I
in
saw the
Quebec.
Pepsi Netflix
Oh,
documentary. But
Ard
I wish they did
0508
just screw
wants
at
to
Max a
know.
little more. I don't even know
Caleb
who
took
Max
his bandages
is. I've seen
off,
him like
saying
once
there's
or
nothing
twice.
to hide anymore.
In like
Was
random
that terrifying
flashes, I
for
feel
him or a relief?
Yeah. Yep.
Moving on.
Yep.
No, he has not processed at all
Yep,
that the
that's
group
exactly
can
the case.
ask him as
Everything's
many
good.
questions. Like
We're all
he's been
good.
real cagey this entire
Just wanna make
campaign.
sure nothing's wrong.
And
I
now
am
he
pretty-
has given at least the cliff notes on what
jazzed up.
his life is, and anybody can
I
ask
had a
him
nice
anything they want at any time.
week at
and he
work. Things
thinks
went
that
my
everything he
way.
said
I
has
figured
been a
Saturday I'm
bad
taking
choice,
off.
Wrong.
We're gonna get
and it's just
friggin'
waiting
spicy.
for it to feel as uncomfortable as the preceding years have been.
Yeah, interesting.
One.
Just end all the answers with that beautiful smile.
Oh, see, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And
Let
it
it all
makes your heart
burn
melt.
down.
But it feels good too.
Is it just me? I think Brian looks like. I guess they all just got real done up, but I don't think I've ever seen Brian. He legit looks like he's got like, he's like glowing. Maybe he's pregnant. Maybe Brian's pregnant.
Yep. Careful, we haven't cleared. Careful, we haven't cleared that. Vinny's gonna run in here any moment. Real quick before we get to the next question, let's check in with another member of the Talks Machina crew. You know who has been here for 100 episodes and we could not do this show without or Critical Role is Max, they're doing it. I was like, are they going to do another person? Max is right over here behind us. Daniel, let's turn the camera around.
I think he's got long hair. I feel like I remember seeing him once or twice.
All right, there's Max's desk. He is not there.
No,
where the fuck is he?
No, Max.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. He is in a stripper cop outfit. A lot of people know Max likes to go to raves. I don't know why he's getting ready for one in the middle of the show when he should be.
Stop it.
Max.
Stop it, Max. In a cop outfit,
some
raving,
people,
seductively. That's not what I expected.
Taliesin,
if you gave me
rescue us
guesses.
from that side of low rent Burning
I would have
Man.
assumed that Max would have been awkward
from Nate
or
Hoyle.
played it off like
Caduceus has become the
Zach
wise
did,
sage character
or
that the rest of the party looked to for his insight and solid advice. How much of that was built into the character and how much developed naturally as a result of Caduceus seeing what the party needed?
That was built into
by intentionally creepy at me because
that was
he
actually a
playing with
conversation
Liam's chest hair and the Ford thing.
Matt, when I was rolling the character.
I guess it's not really creepy though. It is screwy.
We were putting the stats together and sort of staring at it, and I looked at doing a high wisdom, low intelligence, and Matt started laughing really hard and saying, "Oh, you're going to have fun with this."
Oh yeah, that sounds very Matt.
And yeah, it was just the conversation of what does high wisdom, low intelligence look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks
quite great.
like
looks
that.
and sounds amazing.
And yeah, and eventually there's plenty of things that will eventually flap that, but we haven't hit any of the things that will really flap him yet. But there are things. I'm looking forward to it.
Is that? I'm wondering what those are for. 100 and fabulous. I'm thinking they're for people that turn 100 years old.
Thought you had the internet.
But how many of those would you sell?
That L is crucial.
No offense.
Yeah.
I hope we all live to 100.
Travis,
but that ain't that
stop
common.
what you're doing immediately.
I feel like that'd be a horrible thing to sell. You probably sell like one a year, if that.
From
unless you had
Pamerica
Critical Role,
Chavez.
having their 100th
Last episode, we saw Ford
then
take initiative more than once, engaging the Ranger, negotiating, prompting the group to join the fight. He says he's not interested in leadership, but would you say some of his responsibilities as captain rubbed off on him?
Ooh. Well, I mean, he is incentivized by seeing the amazing tattoos that are being given out by one very cute tiefling. Whoa. Talks commentary, not canon. Just relax.
Talks.
Relax. Yeah. Did you hear a southern draw? I don't think so.
I don't hear a southern draw from Ford a lot.
That was the champagne talking.
In the shade.
Goodness gracious.
Oh yeah, man.
No, I think, I mean, Ford has the ability to.
I love how Matt
provoke
is in his
certain
own chair.
instances.
Like these are like I'm just saying
as
it's
a player,
jokingly, but
don't
they're like
like
his children.
To, weigh things carefully
He
all the
molds
time.
them.
So I think
guides
a
them
lot
on their
of it is
journey,
just
and he's overseeing
fast
them in
forward
his
sometimes.
armchair.
and just getting it going. Not all the time.
No.
Just every once in a while.
Yeah, I got you.
So what you're saying is it's your grog showing through.
It might be.
Not
Oh,
Travis.
that's
Might be.
interesting.
You're saying be kind,
What
rewind.
you're saying is you're
I
trying
am.
to Jester.
I am saying
Be kind.
Be kind, rewind.
Yes, thank you, Buck.
If he's played two characters with the common
Thank
thread, I
you,
think it's a little bit of
Blockbuster
Travis
Radio.
poking through.
Oh, good point. Good point. Man, I cannot wait for everybody to see the search for grog. That was such a wild.
That was so fun.
That was a wild night. Is your sash bothering you,
Search
darling?
for grog.
Oh, I got a little Travis poking me from behind.
Is that like a one shot?
Just flap it.
I think people
Tumblr's
did
gonna
tell
have
me there
fun
were
with that
certain
one.
one
There's only a
shots
couple feet
with
here.
characters.
Yeah, he gets some distance.
Well, yeah, he is known for his
So many
distance.
conflicting theories.
Before we get to the next question, let's check in with another team member real
Yes,
quick. We're gonna head out of the studio and into the offices to check
Lockie.
in with one of our content
Lockie?
producers, Chris Lockie.
Lockie.
I'm being told
I
he
was
is
like,
in the map room.
there's a
Daniel, let's
swimmer, an
turn the
Olympic
camera
swimmer named
out towards the
Lockie, I
map room
think.
and
That's
see
why
if
I
we
always say
can
the swimmer guy.
Spot Chris
Lockie.
Okay.
We've seen him or heard him. We've heard him many times. Seen him once or twice.
And that is, oh my God, what?
Like,
oh,
is
a
he
lot
the
of you
swimmer
guys
guy?
might
He
remember
might be
Chris
the
as
swimmer
sword
guy.
guy on social media months ago. We did get him a new sword, and it looks like we're getting a peek into his creative process.
Oh gosh.
A quick peek in the mirror. This looks like
a surprise to
top
no one.
secret shit, man. Daniel, get out of there. Get out of there.
That
Somebody should, Max, put down those lights and go check on him real fast.
Seriously, stop
Holy
playing with the water.
That's what we get
I
for
always
buying
just was like, oh, that's the
I think
the
Chris
swimmer
just
guy.
killed the
But
guy.
now I'm
I think he
thinking,
killed Daniel.
God.
We'll have to see. Hopefully, Daniel's non-union.
is he the swimmer guy?
Marisha, oh no, it's Mia has a question for you.
I don't know.
In a moment of
I
panic,
feel like Brian just said
Beau
something
prayed
about
to
swimming
Ayun,
too, but now I don't
despite
even know.
never showing signs of being particularly religious. Is this a result of her taking her role with the Cobalt Soul more seriously, something she's always believed, or something else?
No, when like people tell you like pray or do this or there is a God and you're like okay, but then you kind of get in like a shitty circumstance and you're like,
And you don't get help.
I guess I'll try it.
Yeah.
I guess it couldn't hurt in
Yeah.
this moment.
Give it a go.
I'll try it out, give it a spin. It's more like that.
I get what she's saying.
Couldn't hurt.
See, I thought she was
Roll
going a
the
step
dice.
further
Couldn't hurt.
and saying, "What does it hurt?" And then
Brittany's
it doesn't
particular
work,
reason,
and
or-
then
Are
you
you in
lose
for any
faith.
particular
I thought that's where she was going.
Cobalt Soul,
But
the knowing
all the time.
mistress.
Oh yeah,
I grew up
totally know
Catholic.
what the
I
relationship
had to get
there. I was just
confirmed,
making sure the
communion, all
audience
that stuff. I had to go to Catholic school.
I know what that means. Prove
Up
to me
until
you
8th
do.
grade. I had to
There's
go
one
to
for
like
everybody who
Catholic
wants
school.
to
Like
answer.
not.
Galactic,
I still went to public school too, but I had to
Galaxy
go to like a
cleric.
Catholic school on the
Got a raid
weekend.
this morning. How does each member of the Mighty Nine feel
I
about their new
don't
bugbear friend? Do you
believe. I
trust
don't know
him?
what I believe, but I don't believe
Yeah,
in
I
a
do.
lot of the
100%.
specifics of religion.
Yeah.
In
He speaks
many
Goblin.
cases.
He seems cool. His name's Gluzo, right? Is that what we call him?
So yeah.
Gluzo.
But
Gluzo?
the point was,
Amazing name.
I have
not to trust
prayed
about?
many
Yeah,
times,
he has a-
even though I don't
he has a hard to
100%
pin down
believe in
accent, but it's
anything.
amazing.
'Cause it
and,
couldn't hurt.
I'm 100% in. I
If
love
I'm
this guy.
wrong, I'd rather be wrong and
Something
praying.
to have in common.
I inside checked him, man.
He's good outside that beast city. I mean, we got him right where we want him. We could reduce him to a little pile of ashes, but once we get to the beast city, that's difficult. Because he knows everybody. Or at
Beast
least three
City. I want it to be called
Insight check
Beast
him?
City.
I did.
I feel like, is there
Is he someone
there a
else
show
pretending
or
to
a
be a
movie?
bugbear? Is
I
he
feel like I know something
Yes.
the
called
Traveler?
Beast
Is he,
City.
is he Raishan?
He is
Who is
actually,
Or like a
actually
place
pretending to
in
be a
a
bugbear.
show.
He is in truth Matt Mercer.
Oh
I know.
Look, I'm canon. In Forgotten Realms now. I can make myself canon in my own goddamn
Almost halfway.
I hope I never.
This went by really fast.
I want to see all the different minis. of
We're
you.
probably going to get
no.
fan art in like 10 minutes.
Matt.
Oh, hi.
Chesari wants to know, did you plan in advance to introduce the group to that fantastic bugbear NPC, or did you come up with him on the spot?
Good question.
It was a
Gluzo.
combination of both. I had the group as part of just a
I
possible,
really
like,
enjoy
you know, it
the
could be
character.
a challenge encounter where they're both trying to.
We're still with
to,
him.
you know, get the rock
He's
to
helping
attack
us
the
out,
other and be like a chase sequence,
giving
you
us-
know,
giving
and
us
or they can
guidance.
end up getting into a battle and then the rock is this chaotic element of it. Instead, you just threw a bunch of mastodons at it.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did we
Giant,
do the second one? Like he had already
60-foot
discovered.
wingspan.
It's
That's-
at the first
It's a
one.
fail
was
safe.
constantly-
It's a redundancy.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. You never know.
Rodan. I'm pretty sure it's Rodan.
But yeah, so the character itself and kind of their interaction with it was improvised. I didn't have a name for it. It kind of came up on the spot, and the whole interaction there was just I wanted to see what you would do after watching the other ones get pulled apart, and there being a survivor that I wasn't sure if any of you would notice in the ground. But once again, I keep forgetting you built an entire character based around insight.
Yep.
And I was like, you'd probably.
Yeah, we
perception or
almost
things
missed
around
For
it.
somebody
We could have almost missed
48 hours.
Yeah,
the great
but
Gluzo.
but you know, Gluzo's Gluzo. We'll see where that alliance stands and what.
I
what fun
dig
leads
that
to in the
Gluzo is
future,
real.
depending on how long you
I don't
decide
know
to
if it's
keep going with it.
intelligence or
Best friend.
just him.
I like
Because
him.
maybe low intelligence, sometimes you
You
just
like
speak
him?
truth.
Yeah, I do. I
Because
like
you don't
him.
know
Why? Because he's covered in fur.
better.
Because he's cute.
But in his case,
And he let me give him a
whatever it
tattoo.
is, he is just
That's
real.
what it is.
He says it like it is,
That's how you know you got
Right?
and it's honestly
tough, to be
refreshing.
honest.
I dig him.
Continue next question.
I will. I'm actually, hold on, I'm being told, I'm being told by Daniel that he's okay.
Thank God.
He said Lockie gave him a stern talking to.
Oh, wow.
But he is out there with someone else that works with us in the conference room. It looks like we're going to check in with Ed Lopez. Let's go ahead, Zach, and see what
these
Ed
are
is
people
up
we've
to.
never really mentioned.
There he is. Oh, he's
I don't remember
working
Ed
still
Lopez.
at 7:30. No big deal. Looks like, he's drinking scotch.
Oh.
He's got his new goatee. He's
Apple
drinking
juice. You don't know. It could
scotch.
be apple juice.
It could be apple
What's
juice.
behind him on
It
the
looks
wall?
Like scotch.
198
Who
days
drinks apple
until
juice?
football returns. Oh, wow. And now, what the
And now he's
Is he
literally his
literally his
goatee.
new goatee? I can't believe. Get out of there. Get out of there.
He looks familiar too, that guy.
Jesus Christ.
You're taking
Lint
the
rolling
manicure
his
away.
goatee.
His new goatee. Someone needs to tell him that is not how you goatee. I don't know where.
That's not how you goatee, sir.
Wow, we have got to have a talk with him.
I just,
Ever
my
since the
beard
Rams
is
lost
all
the
over
Super
the
Bowl,
place.
things
I
have
just
been
put
going.
oil in it and took a shower.
Sam,
And
help us
after it
forget
gets
that
so
horrible
weird.
sight with an
So
answer
I
to this question
apologize.
from
I
Jorah
wish I
OG.
could get a beard.
How does Nott feel
Some of them
regarding
got
the Mighty
great
Nine
beards.
facing
Mine,
the
when
upcoming
it starts
challengers
growing,
of
it just gets
Xhorhas? Does she feel
wild.
confident in the strength of her
Hard to
companions,
manage.
or does she
I
worry
buy,
about the
like,
possibility of
barrels
losing
of
one of them for
beard
her
oil.
and her husband's sake?
I feel like Nott at this point trusts her friends to be as strong as they can be, and I gotta say at this point I don't know if she's as concerned
happy
with
that they kept
one of
the
them
tiaras
dying
in
as
the
just
entire
getting
show.
to her husband in time before he dies. If we lose one on the way, I mean Nott'll probably cry a little.
Oh boy.
But continue on.
Yeah.
What if it's Ford?
What if it's Ford? That would be.
She'll probably make jokes about
just
it.
an extra excuse for more booze and partying. I
Yeah,
guess.
see? We'll just make it into a happy time.
Ford's expendable.
After the last, was that? Oh no, I think that happened in the episode. I can't remember what was 51 and 52 at
Maybe
this
not would have a
point.
tough time.
But Ford and Nott were doing some playfulness back and forth with the parting of the water. I feel like that happens in
Ashley.
episode 52.
Yes.
It all kind of meshed
Teams
together last
Mackenzie
night.
wants to know, how do you like the way Travis is playing Yasha?
How do you like the way Travis is playing Yasha?
I don't have a choice. Yeah, I don't have a choice.
But
I
how
think
do
it's
you
great.
like it?
I'm very
Is it
behind on the
good?
games, so I'm just hoping that everything is fine.
Yeah, I've
But-
stopped flirting with people
Okay.
so much.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
okay.
much at a point where he controls her in combat, but I don't consider any of his roleplay canon, so I think you're okay.
Thank God.
That's great. I feel like you might.
Look at Travis's
you might have
face.
done.
None of his
I wonder
role
if
play is
Travis
canon.
as
but it will
Yasha,
guide us
you
through.
probably
Obviously,
played
we gotta
more
do
games
battles
than
and
I have
stuff.
with Yasha.
I don't think that's true.
You don't?
Go to the
I
stats.
don't think that's true, but we'll ask
I
her
think
roll
if you
stats.
weighed the amount of role
Could
play,
be true.
Yes.
if you counterbalance the amount of role play that you've done as Yasha to the amount of role play that Travis has done as Yasha, you've done far more. He's
Yes,
done a lot
that's
more.
true.
He does
combat
Yes.
He just does the
and
combat.
Agreed.
raging, but
I
Agreed.
trust Travis,
Travis
and if
has
he
been
feels
there
like he wants to
more
make a decision
time-wise,
in role play, I'll
But
let him.
you
I'll let him have it.
created
Don't
the
give him that,
character.
Ashley.
I know.
It's
you know
like
what?
Travis
I
is
feel
just
like
there in
Barbarian
motion.
respect barbarian.
I have to
Respect.
battle.
See that,
I have
yeah.
to
Like,
occasionally
we are.
say what
There-
Yasha's
you know,
doing.
he was
But when
flirting with
Yasha's on
Beau.
the scene and
It's
Ashley
like
Johnson,
flirting
she
with
like
a blow-up doll. Like it
flirting with a
looks like
blow-up
Yasha.
doll.
Yeah, it doesn't feel quite real.
Yeah.
Flirting with a blow-up doll.
I don't like
I'm
any
fine
of
with
that
it.
imagery
Yeah, that's
at
a
all.
that's a
That sounds
lot.
weird.
That's a lot.
You guys didn't practice on
So now there's a blow-up doll
No.
Every
of
day.
Ashley Johnson as Yasha.
Having Travis play your character is like Travis as himself is like
Laura-
a
Laura's
deck
like,
of
cut
many
it.
things.
Yeah,
You just
that's
don't know
true,
what you're
but-
gonna get, and you're like, oh, this
That's
is risky.
Forrest Gump.
It's kind of fun.
Yep. That's the
I
most.
got the deck of many things and the Forrest Gump reference.
Forrest Gump. Yep, Forrest Gump. That's where I went.
Life is like a box.
It's
Box of
so
chocolates.
completely accurate.
That's
at the same
immediately
time.
where I went. I was waiting for somebody.
Liam, Travis, and Sam. Frankelstein wants to know. After seeing
Frankenstein.
Dunamancy magic in combat, are your characters interested in learning some Dunamancy spells, or would you rather stick to the other schools of magic?
That Dunamancy shit is lit.
Yes, Dunamancy.
It's so
Dunamis.
cool.
Really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
what is
it's
that all
tied up
about?
with everything that
We need
Caleb
to learn
wants.
more.
I mean, he read some stuff at the Cobalt Soul that said everyone over in Xhorhas is checking out gravity and entropy and fucking time. So if he can get on the entropy shit and the gravity shit, you know he's gonna go back in time, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
my God, is that a thing? I mean, he's
Cool. I don't know
saying.
what- I don't know-
from the
I
DM.
I don't know
wish
how to
at
play
one
D&D,
point that's a
so
thing.
I'm
Caleb
assuming
time
that
traveling,
those
I would
spells that we
friggin'
were
die.
seeing are yours, Matt?
Yes, Dunamancy is.
I want those spells.
Were they modified other spells, or were they just like from your
No,
brain?
they're original.
They're so cool, and I want to know how they work.
That's what
Well,
I
keep
said.
playing. Maybe you will.
Keep playing.
Either you'll learn them from somebody who tells you, or learn them from the other side of them being cast.
They will be the last
I
thing you
am
ever see, quite
excited.
possibly.
I
get it.
I also love that there's these spells that who knows what they could do and when it's just gonna happen.
Yeah, we
and
saw
don't
some
know how to
crazy
react
shit.
to it.
Mind you,
we don't know like
there was
how to
one
save on it or protect
warrior,
against it. It's so
one
cool.
Corinne
Every
warrior,
other time we play D&D.
and then a mage. Then we had a bunch of
starting to ring a
gnolls
bell.
and stuff, but they had shadows too.
Yeah.
I'm assuming every one of those dudes could do that, or at some level.
Back in campaign
It's an
1
army
that
of
Gilmore
crazy.
used.
No, actually, Gilmore was a creative kill with telekinesis.
Ooh.
So it was the idea of like a character that had low enough hit points that are being beaten around by other spells to the point where he had low enough hit points that a telekinetic attack would have killed him. And I just like, what would be a cool way to kill someone with telekinesis? Just crushing them into a ball of flesh and then letting them drop to the ground.
That's in a horror movie I've seen. Is it
That's
Hellraiser?
Gilmore in general.
I feel like it's like a Hellraiser.
Yeah, everything Gilmore gets
like
you a little bit.
torture porn kind of movie.
Xhorhas,
But
like,
I've
when you were a
definitely
kid and
seen
you
that
watched
where
Double Dare, and you're like, if I could get that
it's
5-minute
on the
run
tip of my
to Toys
tongue.
R Us.
Yes.
It was a movie recently, like in the last 5-10 years, where like the girl got
Now, 'cause
crushed.
back then was like watching the kids not go straight to the video
Into
game
the
aisle.
size
And
of,
be like, what
like,
are you doing?
Rubik's Cube or
Why are you
something.
putting fucking play sets in there? Go just take all the Nintendo cartridges. What? Oh,
I know.
I thought
Like-
I imagined a
about that.
scraper
I could, like,
apparatus that could just
picture it,
clear a shelf right
where the
into a
woman
car.
had. Oh, maybe it was a.
We've
Was
all,
it
we've all considered ways to game
I
the
was
system.
engineering that, yeah.
a Marvel movie? I feel like it was almost like
I did
like,
a lot of those run-throughs at
Scarlet
Toys
Witch
R Us
kind of thing,
hours after they closed.
like dark. I don't know. Maybe it's a witch.
Yep. Whatever I could carry in my JanSport. Up next, it's fan art of the week.
Fan art of the week.
Our dad.
Hey, our dad.
This week's fan art winner for
Our
Campaign 2,
dad.
Episode 51 was sent in by Mary Howder at Oinky Falcon. Let's take a look.
But
It's
I
quite
love-
something.
I love how serious he was. Right off the bat, all the purple.
Zoom in.
I have to love it. Honestly,
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
that might be one of my favorites.
Mary, that's
Ooh.
amazing.
So
I really
good.
dig that. That I would get a shirt. If there was a shirt of that, I would get it.
Wait, go back. Travis just put his glasses on, Zach.
Glasses.
There we go.
Look at the detail.
I wonder if, because like T Public and those
The
things do
non-blurry
fan art
shapes
shirts.
all in harmony.
I wonder if
Okay.
that's a shirt. That honestly is one of the
I
top
can't see
10
things far
easily I've
away.
ever
It's
seen.
super awesome.
Nearsighted?
That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
Everything
I've
about
been, like,
that.
very
The
nearsighted my
colors,
whole life until I got LASIK years
everything.
ago.
You got LASIK?
I did
You know where
finally.
they peel your eyeball back with a cigar cutter?
They,
and then, like,
they pull
cigar
out the lid of your
cutter,
eyeball
yeah.
and they cut it with a cigar.
What?
Yeah, no, that's a bris.
No.
They shave a layer of your eye off and
fucking
cut it with a
clear
cigar
layer of your
cutter.
eye and they snip it.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
it felt like an alien abduction for 5 minutes, and it completely changed my life.
They peel back your lens and then shoot lasers in there, and then they put it back. and
After
it's
What if you look
they
when
cut
you're doing it?
open
You have to look
this
forward
clear
the
little
whole time.
pouch
What
that
if you
covers your
don't?
eye.
What if
I
you?
don't know.
What if you freak out and look to the
I decided,
side?
Laura, not to look anywhere
I'm
but
not
where they
sure.
told me to.
I'm listening
because
to
they were
Kay
shooting
or
lasers into
Liam.
my
That's
fucking
what-
Liam
eyes.
is acting so. I was listening because I'm like,
Look over to
I
the
don't
side.
know
Look
if
over to
he's
the side,
right
and I'm
about
gonna do
Do
that.
it and then.
I think it's like a
That's why you have to do
laser.
drops constantly
I think a
afterwards, 'cause you don't
laser
have a layer on your
does
fucking eyeball.
take
Yeah.
like
But it
a
heals
small,
quickly. It heals
like
very
a
quickly,
very
and
fine
it changed my life.
layer
clearly
off.
fine.
True.
But
But I don't think they shave it off. Like he's like they shave it off and cut it with
I
a
will
cigar
say,
cutter.
like, I do miss having glasses. There's just something about having glasses.
look
and
at how
putting them on.
goddamn
Oh,
sexy
Travis
he
looks
looks
amazing
right
with
now.
glasses.
Jesus Christ.
How long have you had those? A week? 2 weeks?
If we weren't inside a movie.
Oh, buddy.
take him off.
I've told you guys this before. When I was younger, I used to tell my mom, like when I'm talking like when I was like 10 years old, maybe younger than that, I wanted to wear glasses. And then it ended up where I actually am like half blind and I needed them. And then once I had to start wearing them, I'm like, this sucks. Because now, like, I do construction or usually like moving houses or clean outs. You don't want to be wearing glasses when you're doing that. You get shit hitting you in the face all the time. It was just annoying with the kind of work I did. But when I was younger, I prayed for glasses. I thought they were like the coolest thing.
Thank you to everyone who submitted for
and now I have
Fan Art of the Week.
And I hate it. There's Kiri. I mean, I don't hate it. The other night, I actually had to wear them. My eyes have gotten so bad, I like can't see the subtitles anymore.
From our friends
so I had to put
at
my
Wormwood
glasses
Gaming. And on top of that, holy shit, because of 100 episodes, and you're also going to get a Whispered One shirt.
Whispered One shirt, I'm getting that.
Available.
Some people
US
say, why don't
and
you do
UK
contacts?
No.
I used to do commercial renovations, and the sheetrock and all the insulation would get in my eyes, irritate the shit out of me. So I was just like, I'm just going to be blind. I don't need to read what's reading. And now I'm in my 40s.
Question.
Probably if I started wearing glasses now, maybe I wouldn't have to go down so many.
Zach
don't you have to keep getting different prescriptions? Maybe I've eliminated all that wasted time by just blinding myself.
Good morning.
I'm pretty sure
Nora G
Kiri
wants
down
to
there
know.
just said, go fuck yourself.
Jester seems to be having a hard time processing most of the negative things that have happened to her recently. Is she unfamiliar with the emotions that come with those experiences, or has she just not experienced them to such a large degree before?
She hasn't experienced a lot of emotions. I mean, she hasn't experienced a lot of anything, really, up until Mighty Nein.
Yeah.
Mighty Nein.
So,
I mean,
I don't think she's
from her
definitely
backstory,
dealt with sadness in her life.
She was definitely
but I don't think
kept
it's
indoors
been
often.
So in your face constantly, like just the trauma of it all.
Yeah, she's with some really terrible people.
There's a lot of heavy
really
stories.
problematic.
You could be with way worse. I mean, she's with
Failing with our group, I think.
very
But I
unique
think, you know,
people.
there's,
I wouldn't say.
while
I mean,
it is traumatic
some
and
are
she's
terrible.
dealing with
Some are changing.
a lot
Some are
of that,
trying to forget
what to do in that aspect.
stuff.
I think also it's a great adventure, you know, and she's enjoying being out and doing things, even if it might hurt her. It's so much more exciting than reading about it, which is what she's been doing
That's
her whole
true,
life,
yeah.
or drawing it, you know.
Yeah.
Just imagining what it would be.
I like to do drawings.
I like to do.
You know what
drawings.
in 100 episodes, you know the main thing that we can't do this show without?
Me.
Sound.
If you guys don't know,
There's
what
a
that
lot of
is.
people on every week.
Mike
There's a lot of
Myers,
microphones.
SNL.
This show, for some reason, shares the same sound person as Critical Role does, and that's Chris Willamot, our sound guy. So a lot of people, Chris is pretty camera shy, and people don't really know what he looks like. A lot of people have asked us, turn the cameras around on Chris. So we have a Chris cam. Daniel's telling me that he's not at his soundboard right now, which is pretty weird. So
what's this guy doing that's weird?
It's uncomfortable.
So far,
right?
everyone's
So I had to put one
see
in
they
each ear,
they
'cause
they have to.
the
I feel
inside
like
of
they
my
have to
ear is
switch it up
different
because now I'm
size.
expecting something crazy. They should have him just totally doing a normal job, and everyone's like,
all right.
"What was so weird about that?"
Let's
and now
check
you
in with
question
Chris
it.
and see where he is. If
now
he's
I'm
not
expecting
at his
something crazy
soundboard
and
where
bizarre.
he should be. It looks like we're over by the VO booth for some reason, which is
He's not at the
really
soundboard?
weird. He's not at the
What-
soundboard.
oh, is he dancing?
What the fuck? Is he laying down tracks? Max, didn't he say he was working on a mixtape? And he's swearing. Jesus, we're on a little bit of a delay here. We're
right.
able to do that.
That was kinda
In
good.
the middle of the show, he's not even sitting
I dig that. That was good.
at the soundboard.
He's like writing his own rap song or something,
Industry, you gotta
cursing his
take your
head
time.
off.
Thank God that had no
So I
audio.
respect that.
He was screaming. So my guess is it was either metal or rap.
I do too.
And he was cursing.
When he comes
so yet
back,
again,
we'll ask
metal
him.
or rap.
You're right.
I mean, not
Yeah,
that people
it's
don't
MC
curse in
not
other
doing his
songs,
fucking job.
but the way he was screaming and cursing,
Liam,
it's usually one of those two.
Nevermind wants to know,
Okay.
as your stash is adjusted, having learned about Nott's heartbreaking past
I
at
wouldn't
this
go
point
with
in their friendship,
classical
to what extent would you say it has impacted Caleb, and how does he see
R&B.
her differently now compared to before?
That's a good question.
Never mind.
Never mind. He's feeling it out. There's no question that everything that they've gone through cannot be forgotten or overlooked, and he sees her is an absolute ally, no matter what, and is still willing to do anything for her, and has realized how little he's known her in the very same way that he has been thinking for so long, she doesn't really know me.
Yes.
And in a weird
Your
way,
best friends that have
he feels
no
like that
idea
is
who you
just-
are.
They're
But
even
it-
more
I mean, it
alike
makes
than he
sense.
thought they were.
It's one of those things. All you got to do is talk,
And he loves her.
and the other person would have been, and he loves her.
and wants her to succeed in what she's doing, and hopes that the things that he wants doesn't fuck it up entirely.
Are you talking about Liam and Sam right now?
Emotion, man.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's so wonderful. That's all. That's
Very wonderful.
That's great.
Cheers, dear.
Honestly, that's a
Mercer
lot.
sounded more like a dad.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because they're two of my favorite.
That's true.
But that's a lot.
Tell us
Once you just found out the backstories these
opposite
people
of
have, I
that.
mean, granted, it's a horrible backstory, and you know why she did it.
Because he outlives all of his
But to
children.
have that much trust in somebody who you just
Colonel
found out
Lesbian
lied
wants to
about
know,
so much of
for
their life.
much
But
of
like
the
you said,
Mighty Nine,
they're very
entering
similar.
Xhorhas is entering the
I guess they
truly
see that
unknown
in
for the
themselves
first
and they're
time.
fine
But
with it.
Caduceus
And I'm
has
good
been
with
out
it.
of his element for a while.
Because they're awesome.
Does this feel significantly different to him than the other places he's seen since leaving home?
No. It's a new environment, certainly, and it's a new aspect of nature that he is unfamiliar with. He's never been in Badlands before, although the notion of them makes sense to him. Yeah, this is just more terrain to him at this point. He also is very blind to the political realities. He is not aware of. He is vaguely aware that there is war. And
Gluzo
as
said
that
the
connects
humans
to
and him
he's
would have
not
the biggest
really,
problem in B City.
Doesn't seem like he would have CNN alerts.
No.
I thought that was interesting because I guess
no,
he
and,
does
you know,
look
he's very sparse on his
more
data
human
usage.
than others, perhaps. But he's very
Roman's-
tall and looks
But,
like he should
yeah,
fit in.
So he's still not
But
sure why we
Gluzo
just
was
can't
like,
walk
yeah,
up and
no,
ask for
you
directions
guys,
from
the
everybody.
humans
Like,
and
he's
him
not
might have
gonna-
a problem.
He's not going to be nearly as cautious as he should be.
Yeah.
At all.
I am
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm paying attention to everything you're saying, but that goddamn tiara is the most
I
blessed
said
image
it
I've
myself.
ever fucking seen in my life.
He's a beautiful
By
man.
a long
He's a
shot.
beautiful man.
You guys are giggling every time the camera goes to
And they've had
Taliesin,
it on the
girls are
entire
sitting
time.
giggling.
We're almost
Tiaras, guys,
50
the
minutes
tiaras
in.
were a major
Got
discussion
about 10
before
more
this
minutes.
episode.
Yeah.
Who was wearing them? Was it going to be all three ladies? Not all three ladies. Was it going to be the dog? Yes. Sam was going to wear one. Sam wasn't. Sam, Liam, will you wear one? I don't want to wear one. Let's put it on Travis. I don't think we should put it on Travis tonight.
We didn't have enough to cover everybody because we spent too much money on these goddamn cams.
Balloons? Oh, all the cams. I was going to say the balloons. I see balloons everywhere.
To Mikey, he'll wear everything.
Speaking of,
A day of
I mean, all you need is
It was a lot
a
of
helium tank
resources.
and a
great.
speaking
bag
of,
balloons.
though,
But
you know what I love
if
about
you have others do it, it
CritRoll.com?
could get
A
pricey
lot.
to have all that
But
set up.
especially the events part where you can learn about any upcoming appearances that we have. And do you know who plans those events?
Sure do.
Brittany Wallach, our events coordinator.
Oh, I don't
And
recall
I'm
this.
being told that Daniel is in the office right now with Brittany, and let's see what she's up to. She's working late tonight. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock, and she's still there. Let's see what she's up
Let's see
to.
Brittany.
She's probably planning one of our current. Oh, there's her desk. Okay, well, she got a picture of the cat.
cat.
Our
What's
kitty.
Brittany doing?
Yeah, that's neat. Oh shit. Oh, she's got her headphones in, and she's okay. Little unicorn blanket. That's nice.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's really cool.
Is,
Wait,
oh my God, she's.
Jesus Christ! Wait, Paul!
And look at him in the corner just clapping.
What is? You can't sniff that stuff. Oh my God! Get out of there, Daniel! You can't show that.
She's huffing it.
We gotta get like
Computer.
Holy
What are you going? Compressed air can? It's like I have it right under my desk right now.
This
It's
is
called
what
the I
happens
call it
when
the
we're
duster
not out there to
something.
watch everybody.
We're so sorry.
Look now.
Holy cow, Brittany! I can't believe
Oh,
she
it's
gets
just
so much done.
electronics
Maybe that's
duster.
the
The
key to it.
electronics
Maybe we should all
duster.
try it.
But I remember
have a
Duster
problem
being
with
on it.
compressed
So
air,
she's huffing
seek help.
compressed
Yeah,
air.
seek help at once.
Yes,
because
if you're
our
huffing
resources outnumber
compressed
us.
air, that is a
If you
problem.
do, hashtag huffing it.
Every day we say not again, and every day she says yes.
Brittany is over there,
Yep.
and the other guy, I love the other guy is awkwardly clapping
to go to
and just
Costco.
staring.
For more
Awesome.
huffing power.
Beautifully done.
Travis.
Let them keep
Emma
doing
and
whatever they're
Natsume
doing.
wanna
I'm
know,
sorry I even
how does
questioned
Ford
them.
feel about Jester marking people with the Captain Tusktooth tattoo?
Oh man, big fan of this. I mean, brand recognition is huge.
Brand recognition.
In Xhorhas, that's how we're gonna get the
Consistency.
That's right.
Yep. Consistency.
I'm a big fan. I didn't really get final approval over the design, but I feel like it's got. My question is, will it evolve over time, or are we going to stay consistent?
You want to
with
stay
each
consistent,
iteration?
I think, right?
I think it's gonna stay pretty consistent.
I would stay consistent,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you
every
build
once
an
in a while I
army
might do a little something
of
fancy, but
people.
for
Yeah,
the
you
most
could
part,
add
it's
a
just
little
basic
jazz to it,
custom
maybe.
googly
Is it like a,
I would
is it like
stay
a Bob
relatively
Ross painting
consistent.
in that the googly eyes are
So
in
that
different
people
Google
know.
Yeah. Each person gets a special Google.
Google eyes. Google eyes.
You have to make
What
it
about a
slightly
vote for
unique, but I
Capella
also think
tagline with
consistency.
everyone?
Like a
I feel like that would
slight
accomplish something.
I feel like that's
inconsistency.
going to take far longer
Maybe.
to
I don't
write that. Letters bleed together.
I want like years
I'm
from
not
now,
mad.
like
Did
like
you guys?
in
I don't know
another
if it was
campaign,
real or not, but
100
did you
years
see
from
the
now,
tattoo on Reddit?
we have like an army of these tattooed people.
Awesome. Multiple
I ship it.
Y'all, it's not just one person. There's
Yeah.
multiple
There's
people
multiple?
tweeting me,
Handful of
showing me the
tattoos.
tattoos, and I am
Wait, the tattoo?
all about it.
The
There's
tattoo
one
of
guy.
her drawing.
There's one guy that got it on his fucking
Smile face,
nuts.
googly eyes.
Man, look at Laura. There's
Oh,
one
I
guy
don't see
that got it on
Metal
his
Guys,
fucking knee.
well, how about instead of M9 tattoos?
We let Laura tattoo us?
We let Laura tattoo all of us with googly eyes and dicks. Everyone in the group.
Legitimately be down
Can you
with
imagine? I would think that helped. I know Sam would probably. Sam already said I'm down with whatever. I bet you.
Talks Machina episode
I would do it.
200. Laura tattoos the
Holy
cast.
Laura tattoos the cast with small dicks on like places you can conceal.
This'll be
But I feel like that'd be like a
Everybody
hilarious
gets a
thing.
dick.
That would never. Yeah, everyone gets a dick.
Explain that to our kid. What's that, Dad? My mom did that.
Mom tattooed dicks on all of us. We are a very exclusive club.
That looks like a
weird.
Oh, dude. Mom doesn't draw dicks very well. She hasn't seen one in a very long time. That's why.
Oh my
Marisha.
God!
No, why me?
Look at Travis.
Because you
No,
wrote that
Travis
joke.
is like, that's true.
Moose
This is
Knuckle
real.
Sandwich wants to know.
Travis is acting like this isn't a joke.
Good segue.
In the early days of the campaign, Beau came across as impulsive, but now it
They
feels
did just have a
more
child.
Like decisive.
She's still. I don't know how
of
far
this is
after
Beau's
this is.
changed
I feel
and
like
how
it's
much is her
significantly
is our perspective.
like a good 5 or
I think
6
they meant how
months
much of this
after
is Beau's
she had the
changed.
baby. At this point, but still, moose knuckle
I
sandwich.
think when her impulsiveness started risking and wrecking things, it was like, maybe I shouldn't like run into traffic with my pants around my ankles. I don't know. Dude, I think it just.
Good idea.
Right?
Fan art in 3.
Yeah.
Fan art in 3.
Yeah, I think it's about accountability, and when I think she has started to learn, especially when she first joined M9, she didn't have friends really. It's a
She has
recurring
great
theme.
teeth. I'm noticing they all have
think
like
you had
really
to learn, like,
white
oh, my
teeth.
actions do affect others around me. Oh, right. And I don't think that's. I think that is something you can learn and you can grow in. But yeah, she is trying to not be a total fuckwad anymore.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah.
I think
But
she's
old
doing
habits.
fantastic. I think she's.
does Yasha feel
You can
about
see she's
fuck
trying.
buds?
She's making the attempt, and I think it's successful.
Feels pretty good about them.
Fuego.
Yep.
Rico.
And on the 100th episode, they all kissed.
And on the 100th episode, they all
The most
kiss.
important question we're going to ask tonight.
Most important one. This
Oh,
might be
yeah.
the last question.
Don't say too much of it.
No, I didn't.
Weird Al's expensive if he starts suing you. Ramsay
Weird
Baggins
Al
asks
gets
the most important question
expensive
of
if he
tonight is
starts-
for anyone.
I
What
have
has been your
entire
favorite Talks
sing-alongs of
Machina
Weird Al
moment?
on my channel. Go type
Let's
in
think back long
Weird
and
Al
hard on the
sing-along or
last
something.
2+
You'll find
years
it.
of
Do you
doing
remember that
the show.
episode where Brian wasn't the host?
That's hilarious that he goes, Weird Al gets expensive if he sues you.
Yeah.
It's not that moment.
Danny filled in because I
Oh,
was out
he put down the
west
pad.
for
We're
that
getting a
episode.
goodbye.
I love the card. Travis throwing the card and
card.
literally almost taking out my eye or my face.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the one that
Mobius
Marisha
has
and
a
I
great
were
gif
on?
of it.
where there was like
Pull-Out King.
Pull-Out King. I say all the time.
Pull-Out
My
King
favorite
got me
still is Oreo
just a
teabagging.
snowball. Of
I think Oreo
disaster.
teabag
Yeah.
it has no. The only thing it's missing is it's not relevant.
That was
to
a
the
very
theme
early episode
of the
talking
show.
about Percy.
That had finally gone away.
Neither
Thanks
is
for bringing
Pull-Out
that
King
up.
now.
I think I got my final tweet about that maybe a month ago.
Our squeak. I mean, none of the names really do have any relevance to the show. I just think Oreo teabagging is like hilarious. There was another one
that had
recently.
finally gone away, and you're like, oh, I think I'm good. And then, oh, there we go. Yep.
Domain name renewed.
There was a time, I remember,
Oh my God.
when other people were doing it obviously as well, but you could buy up domain names and sell them and make a decent amount of money. Now it's like,
where you
still could,
started,
but it's very unlikely
and
because people know and they
and where you are now, and you're
grab
so good
everything.
at this.
But back in the day, you could make a decent living selling domain names that you knew people would want or need.
Between the sheets.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really proud of you.
Everybody take 30 seconds only to drop the bit that we think that you're a total fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
You're so good at this, and you're such a part of our
Let's
family.
all drop
and
the
such a dear
bit for
friend.
30
We love
seconds
you.
that you suck.
Guys, thank you for
We love you, Brian.
taking, let's see, what is a chance if you multiply it by 1 billion on me? Let's see. Taking the biggest risk of your careers continues to be.
Googleplex.
But thank you guys. 100 episodes. We can now get syndicated by various conglomerates all over the world. And
What if we did be like,
We
yo,
can now
Lifetime.
get syndicated.
Just want to say, we've got this show. We got 100 episodes.
The television network?
Lifetime, the television network?
Okay.
Like,
That's a great idea.
If it just
That would be
zero
hilarious.
context,
Television for women.
and just see what they do.
But honestly,
This is literally how development here happens. Right now, you're seeing it.
But honestly, this
Yeah.
show talks about so much relationship drama that it would fit perfectly on Lifetime. There is some soap opera
Throw it
level
up.
shit.
Have an hour
Let's talk about it.
time slot.
Yeah.
Shave it up a little because it's
I
an
threw up
hour
one episode
long
in the
without
middle of the show and then
commercials. You
came
gotta
back.
shave it up a little.
I had food,
They're
I had
always-
really
even
bad food
without
poisoning,
after
and right
hours,
before the
they're
show,
always
I
an
was
hour.
like, this is not cool. I am
You
not
looked
doing
at
that.
me, you coughed.
She
You
was
went-
on the show, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's gonna come up right
Yeah,
now.
I threw her
think you
the
were on- I think I
cards.
was on that show.
You and Ash were, and I threw the cards at you, and I was like, I'll be back in a minute.
I'll never forget that because Travis immediately texted the thread and went, "Lol, did Brian just yarf on TV?"
Oh my God. See, I almost want to go watch that. Maybe I can without spoiling anything.
Oh
What I
man.
think is so cool though is that how people out there know your humor now.
They
'Cause I
do,
feel like
they
in the
get it,
beginning they were
yeah, they
like,
do.
what is this?
Oh yeah.
But see, I say all the time, it's my kind of
Reaction to
humor.
you in general.
He is so
It is.
much
I have
like
this-
my kind
I
of
have this
humor.
friend
I
in-
immediately
I think
was
I've said
like,
this before,
I'm
but I have this friend in Las
totally in on
Vegas who
Talks
was like, you know
Machina.
what, Brian is like a fine wine. It's an acquired taste, and some people don't like wine.
Hey, I totally get
Well,
that
that's all
too.
the time
I totally
we
get
have
not
for Talks Machina 100. I
being
love you guys.
into it,
I
but
got
it's
a little
100%
emotional
my
earlier
kind of
today,
thing.
just thinking about how we've been doing this for over 2 years, and it's just like a lot of ups and downs on the shows, and we've gotten to spend time talking about it.
And I want to point out what I think is really cool is coming into our space here as essentially like a friend who wasn't involved in tabletop gaming, and now you're been co-running a home campaign.
Yeah, he had to like
Patrick,
blend
and
much
sending me
differently
pictures
than
of
the
your,
others.
battle map setups and we like
Yes.
trading questions and stuff. I'm really proud of you for not just coming into this genre alongside us and being a part of this, but then being your own storyteller. I think that's really
Oh,
amazing.
thank you. But I wanted to get D&D like immediately. I was like, I got the books. I'm like, I want to figure this shit out. I want to know what I'm talking about. You know, I don't want to be that person that's just like, oh, well, I'm only good at these amazing jokes, and my segues are like the silliest thing. I wanted to understand the game.
Oh my God.
But thank you. That means the world. To 100 more.
To 100 more.
Yes. I love you all.
We're at 51. I'm half of what you guys that have started from the beginning because I didn't
From
see
the money
Mox.
we're gonna make selling Max's
Talks
car.
Machina.
Teenage
The teenage assholes. Yes.
TeenageAssholes.com.
Well, friends, stay tuned for Talks Machina After Dog. Sleepy boy, sleepy boy. Tune in this Thursday to twitch.tv/Critical Role for episode 52 of Campaign 2. As always, don't forget to love each other. Thank you to everyone who joined the show from the beginning or this week. We love you, we love you, love you. Don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay turned, my friends.
All right, guys, that is it for episode 51 of Talks Machina, the 100th episode. I think it's funny how it's almost split right down the middle, but I've only seen half of Talks Machina. I like how they're being reminiscent, talking about all the old episodes. It seems like it started off kind of awkward and weird, which most things do, but I can't go back and see it, I don't think. Maybe I can. They obviously started Talks Machina towards the last 50 episodes of Vox Machina, otherwise there'd be way more episodes. So I have to assume whenever Talks Machina started, it is spoiling anything coming up in future seasons of The Legend of Vox Machina, the animated show. I feel like people said episode 80, or around episode 80 is where we are in the series, or around where it ended for season 2. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like 80s or 90s is where they're at. So, knowing there's like 140 or 150 episode of Campaign 1, that means they're like barely halfway through. We're right about there. Maybe by the time we finish season 3, we'll be far enough in where we could actually watch some of that stuff. I don't know. You guys would be best at telling me. I'm just guessing here. Either way, amazing. We got the whole cast. It was great. Ashley Johnson's even here. I don't know if she'll be in an episode. No, we already know she's not, because we started episode 52 already. We did not have Ashley Johnson. Therefore, she just came in, did the 100th episode. That was nice. At least we got to see her. We got to hear everyone, what they said. We got a lot of questions outside the realm of just the episode itself, but I kind of expected that because it's very rare we get everyone together. We got Liam talking very nice about Sam, aka Nott, and Caleb, but it was great. I just loved seeing everybody together. It's nice to just get everyone together as a group. Every now and then we get it. Sometimes there's a Comic-Con, sometimes it's something like this, but I look forward to them. And honestly, I didn't know this one was coming. Maybe you guys told me, but I don't think anyone said anything, and if they did, I forgot, and maybe you guys didn't intentionally, so I'd have a nice little surprise. I'm gonna go jump into the Patreon hour exclusive for episode 52. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, Patreon link below. There's at least 15 to 20 shows that get released over there exclusive every month. We got Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Death Note, The Legend of Korra, the hour exclusive, The Legend of Vox Machina season 2 and 1 up in full unedited. Everything's unedited. Go check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.